Good good day everyone, good evening and welcome to GP2. You know who I am already, but in case you don't know, I'm gonna tell you again. I am your commentator Robert Tunescu, also a DTM driver and a former OC driver. And we've come here for GP2. Flo, can you hear me? Is my mic on? Okay. So, uh, so last time out in Austria was a victory for David Kupok, his first ever victory actually, and it wasn't in Austria; it was in Great Britain. It was in Great Britain, but still, it was his first ever victory for the German. And now we've arrived on the German's home turf here in Nürburg at the Nürburgring, and I think it's gonna be a good one. The last time ever, we're gonna race here on the Nürburgring, this famous circuit, and it's gonna be a wet session at the start, but the weather's gonna get a little better later on. So this will definitely be a chaotic session, just like we had in Zandvoort earlier. So leave your predictions, guys. Just let me know who's gonna get the pole position, and yeah, anyone can do this. Anyone can get that pole and take that victory. In the championship, it's Lord Chang leading with 69 points in front of Huang Min Nguyen on 51, Enis Parchki on 50, Maxim Titkov on 48, and Chris Chatfield got his first ever podium in GP2 last time on 46 points in P5. Brody Bars is 6th, and Thomas Anderson is in 7th, running out the top 8 with 40 points. Let's get this session going. It doesn't look that wet from this camera angle, but for you can bet for sure it's very wet. And last time, if you remember, last time we watched some wet Nürburgring action back in the real life 2007, all hell broke loose and it was absolute chaos. Anyway, hello everyone in the chat. It's great to see you, and yeah, hope you're gonna have an amazing time in these few days. Haven't known, in case you don't know, the first team news of the year have come out. No one gets announced in the first ones, but basically just like a prediction for everything, I guess. And yeah, some cars out on track already. Uh, there might be some traffic already. And right, we're looking at Chris Stratfield. He didn't get the victory last time out in Britain. It was a chaotic race. But he finished second, which I'm sure he was happy about. Can he make it one better this time around in Germany, or will things get worse? This this track is pretty famous. Not as famous as its other variant, particularly the Nordschleife, but it's not like we can run on a 20-kilometer racetrack here in GP2, so we're gonna have to sell with the short version. And here goes Stratfield. Let me just refresh myself with the corner names because it's just I'm just gonna go look on Wikipedia and look all the names. We're looking at Chatfield is going to the NGK chicane. That's the one I know from my memory. If I'm not wrong, the last corner is the Coca-Cola corner. And no matter what it's called, he's going out of it. Right, he's going through it right now, and now he's going out of it, and he's gonna start his flying lap. Doesn't look like he's gonna have any traffic, so it's right on board with Chris Chatfield for this first qualifying lap of the day. Here it goes. Had a little movement there, a little twitch, breaking hard into one. That didn't go for the apex. Has a very wide line. Went all four wheels off the track there. Now into the next corner. A long sweeping left with a little bit of a blind apex. And then once again on the left, a little bit tighter this time, and you need to make a rapid change of direction because here goes the right-hander. You gotta accelerate hard. Go very wide on the X. All four wheels are the wide line. Now here goes Chatfield. Complete sector 1 in 38 seconds and 8.9 seconds. Through this little chicane. Here he goes. Now good exit is important. A little bit of the curb. He's gonna power down to this hairpin. Here it goes. Braking hard. He's going for the apex. He doesn't seem to be hitting it, but he needs to get a good exit there. Goes wide, gets into the curb. Now he's powering up the hill into the Schumacher S. Through the left and now through the right he goes, Chris Chatfield. Good run there. Another chicane coming up next, and Sector 2 is going to get completed shortly. He went on the left, now he's going on the right to this corner. And going down the hill, and then up the right, through the right once again, and he's going to go up the hill again, which is where Jules Bianchi had his car roll down the field back in 2013. Now here goes Chatfield, braking hard in the chicane, hitting the curb. They're almost jumping up a little bit slow on the second portion there, the chicane. Now he's got just one more corner to go. Clipping the apex there, very, very close to the curb. And on the exit, goes very wide, takes all that curb. The 156.1 gives him the lead, obviously, for now. But if Suarez is going to dethrone him, here goes Davi Suarez, and he goes to 10th in front. What about Anderson? He smashes by half a second almost. Kupok goes in last place at the moment, the race winner from Britain. Now Henry Watzel, he goes into last place, P5 for the Brit. Looking Isaac for sure next, he's holding up Titkov. For sure goes last, now Titkov goes into P6. Zolga is holding up one of the Dams cars. Amon Zolga, he goes into 8th, but Federi goes on pole and Parachki goes 10th. Good left for Federi despite the hold up. Now Max Gillen is crossing the line. P7 for him, and Daniel Adventure is up next, the Polish driver. He's way off the pace, P10, but Bruno de Barros goes P5. Juan Min Nguyen goes 13th. And Campana goes into 10th. Osprey goes 3rd. Good lap there. The championship leader, Laura Chang, goes into 3rd. Tomaselli went 10th. Thomas Bennett is up next, and he gets into P7. Good stuff there. Chuck McCaffey up next. He's gone into position number 12. Mance Waldinger, car left. Which is Thanos Voyokas. He goes into 16th place. That's the first runs done. We still got 24 minutes left for some more action in this qualifying session. Andrea Federi is on pole at the moment, which is obviously great stuff for him. But is he going to be able to keep it? Because these conditions can be very shifty, and yeah, qualifying in the mixed conditions is usually one of the most entertaining things out there, because everything can change. You can have an unexpected pole sitter and completely mixed up grid, which is going to provide even more action for tomorrow. He's actually improving a lot on this lap, but he's going to have to box. No way around that. Might be an omen. Maybe the conditions are improving, and they'll be able to set faster times. So here goes Federi into the pits. Doesn't speed into the pit, unlike Sergio Perez yesterday in Austria. And speaking of Austria, let me know, guys, what you think of the Grand Prix yesterday, because I think it was absolutely crazy. There are many points to talk about, such as Vettel's spin after hitting Sainz, or Perez getting a penalty for spinning in the pits, or Leclerc with that amazing drive, or Bottas with an absolutely dominant performance, and he led every single lap. Or of course Lando Norris with his first ever podium and an incredible fastest lap on the final lap. And obviously Hamilton and Albon having their collision yet again, second time in 3 races, and Lewis getting himself a penalty. It was a very, very crazy race, but I think the moment that got me scared the most was when Kimi Raikkonen, when his wheel just came off at the second last corner, heading into the last corner. And yeah, must have been very scary for Sebastian Vettel behind him too, because you don't want that to happen. Anyway, 22 minutes to go in the session. Looking at Davi Suarez in the garage, and I think we got a car handing out already. Who is it? It's just my eyes playing tricks with me. But now we got some movement in the garage, or out of the garage, I should say. Yes, here we go. It's Isaac for sure. He'll be the first one out for this second run of the day. Here he goes, and why does he have 17 laps of fuel? Major league weird, I'll say. That's a lot of fuel for Isaac for sure, but I'm sure no pun intended, the MP Motorsport gang know what they're doing. Anyway, he has a chance to improve on his time. He is currently in P20, so he definitely needs to find some more space in there. Right, so now I got my Wikipedia open, which means I can actually look at the course. So here goes for sure. Come on, internet, load that image. Okay, so these corners don't have any name. The ones he's going through right now. It just turned 6 now, and he's gonna go into this kink, which isn't classified as a corner. But at our tracks, things like that would be considered a corner. Into turn 7, the hairpin, which again doesn't have a name. But up next, he's gonna go up into the Michael Schumacher S, the famous chicane named after the 7-time world champion. So yeah, turns 8 and 9 to be specific. Wouldn't call it a chicane exactly. I mean, it is a chicane, but it's more of an S. But you know what I mean, all S's are chicanes. And yeah, here goes for sure into turn 10 and now into turn 11, the Warsteiner curve. A pretty important corner for traction and for lap time, because there it leads into a long flower section into the Advanbogen corner, turn 12. And up next is going to go into the NGK chicane. NGK, I think, chicane. I think that's Amgeka, or however you pronounce it. He's going to that chicane, and he's going to go into a Coca-Cola corner up next, which is turn 15, which on this map apparently doesn't have a name. But I digress, he's going out of it, and he's going to start his lap. 20 cars out on track, everyone except McCarthy and Voyokas going out for the second runs now. Is there going to be more traffic this time? Not for sure, no, but there could be for some others. There is a car not too far out, as we're looking at Isaac for sure. He is going into turn 2, and now into 3 he's gonna go. The entire Mercedes Arena complex, entire pretty much stadium section, which is probably the most memorable thing of the new Nürburg ring ever since the layout got changed. So for sure, in the first sector, he's improving, but he's still nowhere near the leaders. He's gritting on his time, which is obviously a good sign. He can build on that and maybe get himself in the top 15 or something. We're gonna have. Here it goes up to Schumacher S. And now under this UBS board, here it goes into turn 10, I believe. Turn 11. Now into the Warsteiner curve. This is turn 11. And now into turn 12. You can see there's a car in front of him. I don't know who that is, but what I know is that Isaac for sure is almost 3/10 up, which is a very good sign. I'm not sure if he will improve on position, but if he gets a good sector 3, he might have a chance to get himself into the top 19. No, get the 1. Get the first digit of his position be a 1 rather than a 2. So here he goes. Can Isaac for sure get out of P20? At last, goes across the line, for sure goes into 17th place. Yeah, he can. Up next is Henry Watzel, who is green. So he's gonna improve, I assume. Watzel across the line, goes into 10th. Good lap there, just 1 second behind Federi. Maxim Tikov's in the red. The Russian isn't likely to improve unless he gets a good last sector now, which he doesn't. Way off the pace, and so is Suarez. David Kilpak is also in the red, and he doesn't improve. And Sparachki is up next. The man in last place, he is green, looking to get out of that last place. But where is he going to slot himself? Here he goes, Dennis Sparachki completing his lap, and he goes into P20. Gets himself 2 places up. 8/10 may sound like a huge improvement. I only gave him 2 positions. But Sheffield's in the red. I don't think he's going to improve. And he doesn't. What about Thomas Anderson? The same answer. He doesn't. Alessandro Tomaselli, his teammate, is crossing the line now. I don't think he's going to improve either. No, actually he does. He goes into P10. Good lap there for Tomaselli. Got a great sector 3. As does Max Gillen, who goes into 4th. Min stays in last place, but improves on his time. Federi, the pole man, doesn't improve, but Bruno de Barros goes into 5. Good job there. Benz Waldinger goes P9. Good stuff from a Hungarian driver. Now Daniel Adventure goes 21st, or stays 21st, but Leon Campana goes into 3rd place with an impressive lap. Good stuff there from the Campos American driver. Balance Olga stays where he is, no improvement for him. Now the championship leader Laura Chung, she's currently in P4 and she's staying there as she fails to improve, just barely though. Thomas Bennett in his third appearance in GP2 doesn't improve this time. He will have 2 more runs. Yoka stayed in the pits, McCarthy went out, Fosbury doesn't improve. And speaking of McCarthy, here he is. He's got a Coca-Cola corner left. He's negotiating it well. Takes a lot of the curve, has a little twitch of oversteer there. He fails to improve. And I believe that's everyone done with the second run of the day. So, interesting that Voyoka is opting to save up some time. Maybe take his 4th round later in the day when it could get a little drier. Because if you remember, back in Zandvoort, I believe it was, Bruno de Barros, or in Catalonia, it was Catalonia. Bruno de Barros forfeited one of his earlier runs, and he took his so he could take his 4th run right at the end of the session. As the conditions were improving for everyone, de Barros yeeted it out of the park and took pole position in an amazing way. Are we gonna get someone else or make de Barros again same today? We got 15 minutes and 8 seconds. So stick with me, guys, because we're just about gonna find out. And I really need to chill with the how do you call? Oh yeah, the American accent attempts. But anyway, let me just take a quick look at the channel. Everyone's in the garage. Righto. As I was just looking through Twitter, which can be extremely toxic, let me tell you that, especially on F1 race weekends. Speaking of which, it is race week. Once again for the Styrian Grand Prix. I have no idea what country Styria is. I never heard of it. Wink, wink. Of course I know it's. Oh, I know, Flo. I was just messing. State in Austria. Hey, Flo, we played U4 together. There's no way I wouldn't know what Styria is, you know. Of course I know, I was just messing around with everyone. But what I'm not messing around with is that David Kupok is out on the track on his home turf. He's in P12 at the moment. 8 tenths behind the leader, but there's a lot of time in which he can change that. He's got 2 runs remaining, and I'm with the American accent again, aren't I? But he's gonna try. So yeah, Kupok is just on his out lap, setting everything up. Make sure he gets the best with the long sweeping corners, and especially so in the wet. Those conditions are unforgiving. So yeah. And thank you, Joe. I'm just looking in the chat. Turn 1 is the Yokohama S. Turn 10 is the RTL corner. Turns 2 to 4 are the Mercedes. Turn 6 is the Ford corner. Turn 7 is the Dunlop. Gotcha. So here goes Kupok at the S's. Got a lot of cars out on track, but not 20 like last time, or 21. So yeah. Welcome, bro, to the chat. I just noticed you joined earlier. Welcome everyone else who joined, if you weren't there at the start of the session. But yeah. So Kupok into the NJK chicane, or the NGK chicane by English, because my German isn't good. I'm gonna be on that much. Anyway, here goes Kupok out of the Coca-Cola corner. Start his 3rd flying lap of the day, 3rd out of 4. I'm positive he'll have time for lap number 4, but here goes lap number 3. He's starting it now. Kicking hard into Yokohama as he's being impeded by Jared Fosbury there. Sign, but he actually manages to get. No, he doesn't put the pass on him. But his lap is already ruined for David Kippok. He goes through Mercedes Arena. And yeah, I don't see how he's gonna improve on this one. Fosbury came out at the wrong time. I said it before, there might be some traffic, not on the first round, but we've had it now on run number 3, and David must be cursing underneath that helmet right now because his lap is getting completely... Here it goes, added down. Oh wait, no, this out of the RTL corner. No, this wasn't the RTL corner, sorry. But here it goes. Out of the downlop, hairpin. He's gonna go up the hill to Schumacher S. Is he gonna be able to pass for sure? Pass Fosbury? Because if he does, he's just gonna hold up the Brits lap. Then again, I don't think he would mind if he did that. Here he goes into RTL. He's gonna send it down the inside, and he fails to make the overtake. This isn't the race, but I'm sure he's already angry. His lap is already compromised. I think he should just forget this one and focus on his final lap because he'll have plenty of time. McCarthy has stayed in the pits this time, so 21 cars are on track, including these two guys who are holding each other up. Kippok is trying a lot to pass Fosbury. Is Fosbury's next lap gonna be compromised? Kippok manages to pass well into the last corner. I don't think he's close enough to pull an overtake just yet, but he's gonna try. And if he does that, Fosbury will have to defend, which will ruin his lap. Kippok, slowest time of the session, he doesn't improve thanks to all that traffic. But Zolga started the lap. He might be getting impeded by those two in front. Maxim Tirkov's in the green. Russian driver at the last corner. I think there might be a little less spray than before. Where's Titkov gonna go? He's currently in P16. I'm sure it's gonna be a change now. And Titkov makes it P12, just 8 tenths behind pole. Thomas Anderson, he fails to improve. Isaac for sure gets into P14, and Henry Watzel takes 15th. Danos Voikas is not improving at the moment, and now he doesn't. Up next is Max Skillen, Scottish driver. At the last corner he goes, and the Barros is behind. The Barros actually improved, but I think he stayed P6. Davi Suarez, the other Brazilian on the grid, doesn't improve. Daniel Adventure goes 19th place. Not the best improvement in the world, but Alessandro Tomas. Where is he gonna place himself? The Italian driver fails to improve. Thomas Bennett is up next. And, I don't think he's gonna improve either. No, he didn't, and Enis Parachki didn't either. So yeah, what happened there? Did someone, did these two guys have a little of an altercation? Because Parachki was in the green. So just what happened? He was in the green after sector 2. Did he go off by himself? No, Bennett overtook him. So Thomas Bennett just went in, and Waltz passed, which is compromising to both, to say the least. But yeah, Ben Svaldinger up next. He fails to improve, even though he was green after sector 2, so sector than before. That's Federi, the pole sitter. Can he get even? No, he. But Lord Chang, she can't do anything either. She'll be on the second row if it stays like this. Min Nguyen goes into P10. Up next is Leon Campana, the American driver. At the last corner, he went across the line. No improvement for him. Fosbury has his lap been compromised by Kippok. Kippok gets pitted, and there goes Zolga behind. Fosbury doesn't improve. Zolga improves, goes into P19. I'll give you this much, guys. The field is closer than was at Zandvoort. That's for sure. Zandvoort also impacted by mixed conditions. Chatfield, he's got the pit call. He's gonna box and he ends this lap. And McCarthy and Voyokas, I'm not 100% sure if they'll have the time to do their fourth run because they forfeited effectively the other way around. So, as I'm sure you guys already heard this term to get Hautalat, and these guys might be getting Hautalat if they run out of time after their third runs and the fourth run for everyone else, because we got just 7 minutes. I don't think that's enough time for 2 runs, to be honest with you. Also, hello everyone new in the chat. Welcome. I hope you're having So yeah, we're looking at Ben Waldinger. He's pitting and he's in P9, so he got points in Britain. Maybe he won't take the podium tomorrow, but if he qualifies in this position, he'll have a good chance to pick up points and maybe even the podium, because last time we got Maxim Tikov, I believe. I know who was on the podium last time in third. I forgot, but anyway, they started outside the top 10 and they finished on the podium after a big fight. So yeah, anything can happen in GP4, and I don't want to copy Murray Walker, so I'm not gonna say, and it usually does, but anything can happen in this series, including things as crazy as being crashed into at the NGK chicane and flipping over your car, having your car absolutely wrecked, then flipping over by yourself and continuing like nothing happened. If you understood that reference, you're elite. It was from the 2013 top class race, which happened here at the Nürburgring when Will Neller had that insane moment. And also in that race, heartbreak, I know, there was a massive crash at this corner at the Yokohama between me and Miklos Gall and Weiss Cuba and Florian Volker too, I believe. And was Joseph Willows involved in it too? I can't remember. But anyway, oh, alright. Alright, Flo. Anyway, I remember that crash was very brutal and it wiped my eye out of the race. And then Will had an even worse crash, but he walked out just fine. So yeah, Nürburgring can throw quite some chaotic and unpredictable races, which is exactly why even this short version is extremely famous. Again, not as famous as the full circuit, not as famous as the feared Green Hell Nordschleife, but it's pretty famous in its own right. You got just 4 minutes and 44 seconds to go, 40 seconds. So they're really not gonna have time for. So if they want to improve, they best go at it now, because it's gonna be their last chance. There's not gonna be enough time left in the session. And loads of cars, like half the grid I think is in the pit lane right now. Of course that's gonna change, but is Isaac for sure gonna get some traffic? Because David Kipok got traffic last time out, and I'm sure for sure doesn't wanna. Again, sorry for the pun, but for sure is gonna wanna, get a clean lap in, because P15, no one wants to be starting in P15 unless you're a Williams in real life. But still, it's not the best place exactly, and everyone wants to get a place in that top 10. And Isaac for sure is one of those people who wants that, obviously. So here it goes. For his last lap goes Isaac for sure. All cars except 3 are on track. Those 3 are Federi, Chung, and Zolga, so 2 of the top 4 drivers. Maybe they feel confident. And oh, here goes Federi. He's coming out right in front of. I was gonna say was maybe they feel confident they can still get pole or get those results they had without coming out. But Federi came out on track and he's impeded Isaac for sure's lap. I'm sorry, Isaac, but I inadvertently jinxed him, and his lap is already compromised by the pole sitter Andrea Federi, coming out on track at the most inopportune time. Just like on the previous run, someone is getting impeded. Not the impeding isn't the impediment isn't that much. It's not so big as in the previous run, but for sure he's still way out in the first sector. Looks like Federi is already fast, even on the outlap. Everyone except Balan Zolga is out on track, so Zolga has just about under a minute left to go out if he wants to improve on his P19. Because if he doesn't go out, well, he's not gonna have another chance, is he? So yeah, if he gets out or and is Zolga gonna go out in time? I'm doubtful, honestly. If he does, that'll be great for him, but his mechanics better move quickly, because they're running out of time, those Russian time folks. No pun intended. Again, for sure. Out of the right-hander, he is not improving by any stretch of the imagination. He's just got the chicane at the Coca-Cola corner, and unless he gets a miraculous line, he's not gonna be. So yeah, but watch the car behind him, because they might be on an improvement. So for sure, at the last corner he goes. Zolga has been Hautala. He's gonna be starting P19 or lower, but definitely not higher than that. Isaac for sure. His session is done, and he fails to improve. His teammate Chuck McCarthy also fails to improve. So his session is done too, even though he doesn't have the checkered flag. Now Q-Puck with a clean lap goes into P6. Very impressive stuff from the homeboy. And Q-Puck might be starting on the first 3 rows. What about the man right in front of him? Bruno Barros improved his lap, but doesn't improve his position. Lord Chung is holding. I believe that is Henry Watzel. It is. Watzel still improves to go into 8th, but he could have improved some more. Now Maxim Titkov, where is he gonna go? He goes into pole! What a lap from Maxim Titkov! He smashes Federi's lap by almost 2/10. And what a lap from Titkov there. Unexpected pole from the Russian. White Putin giving him powers for sure here in Germany. Now Thomas Anderson, he fails to improve. Wow, Thomas Bennett, the other Thomas, he goes into 4th place right in front of Lincoln Pana. And just 1/1000th behind Anderson. Impressive stuff there. Thanos Voyok goes into P16. What about Asante Tomasev? Out of the chicane he goes, and looks like he's not going to improve unless he gets a miraculous sector, which he doesn't. And his Sparachki is up next. He's in the green, the man in last place. He doesn't get out of last place, though. He fails to improve there. Max Killen doesn't improve either. What about Davi Suarez? He's in the red. He's going to cross the line now. Where's he going to go? Davi Suarez fails to improve. Jared Fosbury, his lap was compromised there, and he fails to improve. Min is going into P12. Good stuff there for him. Now Lincoln Para, the American, he's greedy. Can he get out to the second row? He goes. Well, he does. Yes, for Lincoln Para. Good improvement there. Great stuff for the American. He's going to be starting third unless Wallinger can get ahead of him, which he doesn't. What about Chatfield? He can't either. Now Ande Federi. Can he retake pole from Maxim Titkov? Or is this the end? Ande Federi. He'll be starting on the front row, that's for sure. But is it pole? No, it's not. Only car left is Thanos Voyokas, I believe. And Laura Chung, the championship leader. She's going to be starting P6 unless she can get that improvement now. Is she going to get it? At the NJK chicane. She doesn't have any traffic from Watson in front of her. So she's just got one last corner to negotiate. And out of the Coca-Cola corner she goes, Laura Chung. She's going to get across the line. Is this the improvement she needs? No, it's not. She's going to be starting P6 unless Thanos Voyokas can get in front of her. And yes, and this confirms pretty much that Maxim Titkov is on pole position here at the Nürburgring. Impressive stuff there from the Russian driver in the Russian top. I didn't see it coming. I didn't think he was gonna take it. I knew he was gonna get an improvement, but just not this critical. And Federi, you gotta feel bad for him. He led for the entire session. At the last moment, Maxim Titkov took advantage. And remind us all, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long you lead the session, just that you lead it at the end. And yeah, Maxim Titkov is on pole position for the last ever GP2 race at Nürburgring for tomorrow. As Thanos Voyokas, he went to his garage, so he failed to improve. Oh yeah, because he was one of the guys without the checker. But yeah, Maxim Titkov has taken, I believe, his first pole this season. I know he's been on pole before, but just has he been on pole in 2017? That's why I'm not sure. So yeah, it's a pole for the Russian. Really impressive stuff here in Germany, and that's the session done in the wet. Is that car going out still after the checkered flag? No, I just saw it coming in. Guess we're just gonna have to wait for the remaining cars to get into the garage, and that's gonna complete the session, you know. Sorry, I'm a little thirsty, and I would just get. Titkov actually did take pole in Russia this season, so apologies, my bad, guys. Which means he's actually the first double pole sitter of the season. So if we had a pole trophy for GP2, he'd be in the hot seat to take that pole trophy at the moment. Obviously, we don't have that. So anyway, let's have another look at the qualifying results. So Maxim Titkov takes his second pole of the season and first in Sochi. P1 there with 155.236. And Federi in second place, followed by Lincoln Pana in third. It's a very close pack here. Thomas Anderson is in fourth place, 1,000 in front of Thomas Bennett. Rod Chung is up next, 3,000 in front of Bruno Barosh. Afterwards, we got David Kupok in P8. Good job for him, I believe. I think on his first GP2 outing here in Germany. Max Killen is P9, followed by Henry Watson in 10th. Jared Fosbury is P11 in front of Huang Min Nguyen in P12. Davi Suarez is in 13th, very close gap again once again. Chris Sheffield is 14th in front of Ben Walliger, 15th. Thanos Vorakas is 16th in front of Isaac Fisher and Alessandro Tomaselli. Chuck McCarthy 17th. No, Chuck McCarthy is 19th, sorry, in front of Banzorg. And the final row, the only drivers outside the 2 second window were Daniel Advent. All right, Flo, can you hear me now? Uh, there was an issue with my mic. I was reading the qualifying results, but nothing popped up. So yeah, for you guys, I'm sorry about that. But I read the result for you. Of course, you can hear it, but you saw them, so unless you want me to read them again, I don't mind. But I think I've had enough for today. So yeah, thank you really much. Ah, only the last two guys. I see. Okay, thank you, Flo. And other times, but it was still really good to watch. And Tirkov snaps it there. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. And I'm sorry if I've been talking too much today, but yeah, hope I see you guys once again tomorrow for the GP2 race, and don't forget the top class qualifying, and uh, and don't forget, guys, next week we'll have the first top class seats being announced. Was it gonna be? Well, don't ask me because I have no idea. I'm not involved in the sign-up process, but yeah. Tomorrow we'll see who wins this race. We'll see who takes OC pole, and next week we'll see who gets the first few seats. So yeah. Until then, I'm very thankful I had you guys here today. It means so much to me to be able to talk to you guys, even if you don't talk back. But still, you're all warm time, and thank you very much, guys. I've been Robert Ionescu. You guys have been yourselves, and this has been the GP2 quality GP2. And thank you very much, and we'll take care of yourselves and each other. Be excellent and party on.